True love is gonna see
You want a classic, man, you better search you out, you at your dinner. I like my women barefoot and pregnant cooking dinner. Not cause I'm a boss, but bitch because I am. And since I went up better, I'm with her till I be damned. Nigga, this a jam. From the ghetto to the upper echelon, J dead sent to beat the pressures up. Lift the needle, press upon the 12-inch. I be going in 12-6, where's the tissue? I know you smell the shit, fire. Searching for rubies, these beauties is red glitter. Something out of movie, so unruly and never bitter. My Call of Duty show you I'm truly the head nigga. The opportunity, but who's made her legs quiver? Pull my arrow from a quiver, she falls. I said timber, she claws. The big gripper, we lost in sex timber. These laws affect sinners, so I show her the straight away. Govern the mind and the body, and I don't fade away. No back down, but I don't let emotions cloud my judgment. Are we on the subject? When it's a war, you know I'm tugging. If I drag you through the mud, I still keep it 100. And no matter how it feels, I'm still your fucking husband. Sometimes she likes it, sometimes she don't. Sometimes I'm icy, sometimes I'm cold. I know it sounds rough, but sit back and let it simmer. All I need is 6 months. As of now, you're a beginner. A swig of Babylon, it done damage your fucking liver. That's why he sent a priest and a prophet out to deliver. You need more time than scissor, cause your mind is RZA. Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. You still nigga, fuck a Tommy Hill figure. We got the skill, nigga, to pop and kill niggas, to stop and heal niggas. Them Dr. Phil niggas is not for real, nigga. I cop the zeal, nigga, from out the field, nigga. Taking chances, circumstances that romances for the birds. But the truth is for the ruthless, what every woman deserves. Kicking none of them to the curb, some of them just prefer. If one of them gets the notion, she running them just absurd. I'm loving the 2/3. A flock without a shepherd, worse off than Helen Keller. Red and red peppers on top of the red letters. Mixing business with the pleasure. This is water turned to wine, circa 1969. Left religios behind and tie that fire to your spine and put this burden in your mind. Your warrior princess Zion. Sometimes she likes it, sometimes she don't. Sometimes I'm icy, sometimes I'm just cold.
give not thy mind over to heaviness. Now, all because as you give over your mind to heaviness, you're opening the door for every demon to come up in you and pressure you. And now the shit that happened to you at 6 years old, you're 30, the shit that because you got an issue today and you don't get the counseling for it and you afflict yourself with it, what happened to you at 6 and maybe start thinking about 13. Don't let it be the same thing over that you ain't just faced and defeated the demon. Now all of them come on upon you. But instead of afflicting yourself, you should go get counseling. The counseling team we got up in here,
I hit the bottom of the feet and I recover. Bounce, bounce, till I'm completely out of rubber. Go. I tie the meat tree like a Ziggy down a lover. No sweat. I'm not a priest without a cover. Yeah. I hit the bottom of the feet and I recover. Bounce, bounce, till I'm completely out of rubber. Go. I tie the meat tree like a Ziggy down a lover. No sweat. I'm not a priest without a cover.
I feel the pressure, but it's checkers, boo.
Don't topple over dominoes.
Gird your loins, the abdominal.
Resisting the abominable.
Deal with the impossible like any other obstacle.
Since failure isn't optional,
you better lock it low. Yes, I'm the man, your only fan, I take it personal. Something like a Daniel out of one that makes me merciful. Some shit you never seen, some shit you never heard before. Every interaction with a prophet is a pot of gold.
Since I'm a juggernaut, don't let me get a run and start that demon's rib torn apart. You fucking thought I make you Wonder Woman. I make you Wonder Woman. I make you Wonder Woman.
Does he love me? Does he love me not? My heart cold as Karak, like a holy Shabbat. Tears grow with the crop. Another hole in the plot, send a hole in the shot. Every mommy ain't for poppy, just look forward to what? Look what a warrior rock. Sophistication through simplicity.
Got them out of the mud, did it without the drugs. Now they about to crush the old man. You oppressor to that opposition, bugger off. Any bitch denied wisdom, run her off.
Year round, we don't take the summers off. Evil Morty fucking with the ricks, you feeling somersault. Young Adolf, I wanna make war. Dropped a lot of claymores up and down the great whore.
Like the Fire Lake 4.
Pour the prayers of the saints. I'm in that no limit tank, ranked up on the plates. In the field whipping snakes, cut the grass for the jakes. Using UPK vernacular as I articulate. This the damn before it breaks.
The fire that I kindle is the reason Missy couldn't stand the rain against the window. Burn the temple, watch the simpletons erase it from existence. Pay attention to the vision straight out of the fourth dimension.
What they started in the trenches, they brought it into fruition. Likely government assistance. A dove is just a pigeon in the wrong hands. Religion is the fall of man. Me and mine gon' serve the Lord with a strong hand. Yeah.
Granted, it's my calling like a 6-shooter revolving. Not a mixed breed, but I'm dogging. These misfits need a jogging. They wrestle with that Pauline.
They vessels meant for watering, mind altering. I waltz in like a boss,
Clean.
Pillar of the salt,
Cream.
rip another cloth,
Supreme.
linen nothing soft.
By definition, you're the law.
Forgot the nigga God.
He said to bear your cross.
If not, we gotta knock you off.
I hit the bottom of the feet, then I recover. Bounce, bounce, till I'm completely out of rubber. I tie the meat tree like a Zeke, not a lover. No sweat, I'm not a priest without a cover. Yeah. I hit the bottom of the feet, then I recover. Bounce, bounce, till I'm completely out of rubber. I tie the meat tree like a Zeke, not a lover. No sweat, I'm not a priest without a cover. Come on.
What I'm trying to tell you, son, be yourself. People don't like how you be yourself. Fuck them up against the wall. Wear handcuffs on and try to go in this. That's all you do. Words to live by. Live by them, son. Okay.
One West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put y'all faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play cause y'all gon' make a money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on cargo slave ship. What the fuck he do for blacks in his administration? I'm waiting, patient like a saint. Black, Hispanic, Native, they hate your ass the same. Paint Christ in they image, paint you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say he hate. African soul niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in the cell toilet connected to the saint. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We living bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lie sound promising. Prophecy, gift and the curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never love your enemy, that shit ain't gon' work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UPK, taught me the art of warring. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shock on my life. I want to be a gangster like a cop. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. If it ain't under your honor, ain't he murdered by them and got a hug from your honor. That's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolf in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real.
All right, this is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West. I gotta get a better angle on this. 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana, where we teach so-called blacks, Hispanics, and natives the truth about the Bible. That they are God's chosen people, the Israelites. Jesus Christ is a black man. He's coming back to save them. You know what I mean? And we're about to go into the Third World War, and that is a prelude unto Christ waging war on America and the rest of the planet for blacks, Hispanics, and natives. Tonight is the Wednesday night law class in the ISUPK. I'm going to be teaching about why black relationships are on the decline. If you look at it historically, black relationships are at an all-time low. More than any other demographic in the country, black people are getting less married, are having worse relationships, worse a harder time finding love with the person who was made for them, another black person. I'm going to be discussing that today, bringing out the statistics on the matter and proving to everyone once and for all how you make this thing work. Women don't understand that a lot of this is on their side. Nobody wants to get with a woman, that ain't no good. And nobody wants to get with a woman who the entire city knows her inside and out. And brothers don't. A good woman don't want to get with a weak man. Don't want to get with a weak man who won't stand up for himself or won't, back that woman down and tell her when she's wrong and fix the situations that go on in the everyday goings in his household. A woman wouldn't want a man like that. That's not a man. But I'm going to get into it, man. This is my thing. Recently, there's a sister. Her name is China Monet, and she has a song called Submissive. Now, a lot of women on the internet are calling China a pick-me, saying that she is trying to, just do all this to get the attention of a man or validate men's feelings or whatever they're saying. They're unintelligible comments, but she's getting a lot of flack for this song she put out. I'm going to play it for you right here.
Yeah.
Hey, Fleetwood, put that shit up, dude.
All you bitches keep starting shit, but can't keep a motherfucking man. Bitch, all you bitches capping say you don't need a man. Leaving when he building, but you need a plan.
All right, I'm smiling, of course, because this is hilarious to me. Let me get y'all right. Y'all got to see my face. This is what women are mad about. They're mad at another woman saying, y'all are capping, saying y'all don't need a man, which is cap. Women today will say that only get a man for his money, try to finesse these men out of their dollar bills and their time, but don't really commit your life to them. And that means you still need a man. You still need a man. So what she's saying ain't wrong. You know what I mean? But let's see what they're really mad about.
It's a mix of women in demand too. I'm nothing like that drum you put your man through. I say I cook, I clean, I fuck, I shut up. I cook, I clean, I fuck, I shut up. I cook, I clean, I fuck, I shut up. Submissive women in demand too.
And that's exactly what they are. They're in demand. Submissive women are in demand. And the biggest thing that I never understood with with black relationships is men are so aggressively listening to what women want, so much so that they write it down. There's a lot of popular TikTokers who have just an infinite list of women's demands before they get married or before they settle down. So you're gonna run the streets and give your body up to anybody, but before a man gets the privilege of marrying you, he's gonna have to do a 600-point list. Men are very aggressive in listening to women. But women don't listen to what men want. Women have no idea what a man wants. And they don't even understand how that could be a problem if they seek to have a relationship with a man. Imagine if I imagine it's like trying to drive, it's like trying to drive a car, but you don't got your license. You don't know how a car operates or how it works. You don't even know how to start a car, but you just know you want to travel. You want to go fast. You're tired of walking. You're tired of riding your bike. So you just say, I want a car. I want a car. You don't even know how to drive a car. This sister know how to drive. She knows what she's doing, man. She knows that she needs to be a good wife and a good woman. She needs to cook. She needs to clean. These are just the basic things, of course. It's like, the basic package wife. She needs to have relationships with that man, and she needs to shut up. Y'all are good night. Y'all women, if women listened for twice as much as they talked, or half as much as they talked, life would be just so much better for everybody. Okay, but because these specific 4 things women don't want to do, women don't like to do, and women refuse to hear from men, it's something that triggers them. It makes them feel like, I'm not my grandma. Your grandma was a beautiful woman who had a long-lasting marriage all the way up until her death or her husband's death, but you don't want to be like your grandma. And your grandma is the reason why your whole ass here today. I'll have you know. But these 4 things, they remind you of your grandma, don't they? They remind you of your great grandma, the stories of all those beautiful women who came out of abject poverty and slavery. But you hate this when this is how the household was run so effectively and efficiently back then. It's just baffling. Let me get some more of this song.
Tripping out the magnum, pussy ran through. That's why your baby daddy can't stand you.
That's you. You're running these streets. That's what y'all doing, man. Y'all getting sex. Y'all getting all this male attention. Y'all see no problem in it. No problem in it at all. You're getting pregnant, and then right after you get pregnant, you start to look for a new man to be with, not even understanding how dumb you are in life. You're creating life. You're going to ruin the next generation, all because of your selfishness. Your sick selfishness, man. And that's why your baby daddy can't stand you. A lot of y'all have good baby daddies. Women would often like to bring up, oh yeah, no, I had to leave because he was a bum nigga. Well, what about all the good ones? I've seen a lot of good baby daddies. Nobody ever talks about them. They're rarely talked about. I don't want to say no one talks about them, but they're rarely talked about. What it is a lot of terrible people that talk loudly, and then they give women the belief that they should go live their life like them terribly as well. And so now you have what you see here. You have a lot of women emulating after Cardi B, emulating Young Miami and JT or whatever her name is, and Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion is richer than the man who makes her beats. Somehow she's still having sex with him for beats, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? This is who you model yourself after. People who are butt naked. I remember when I was growing up, it was a shame to live your life like that. It was a very shameful thing to go out with no clothes on, or let your sister go out like that. But now it's somehow what you got to do, otherwise you hate women. This is why you will never get a man. A man will see you with no clothes on. He'll see you with bad behavior, generally a bad odor too. Y'all hoes do not smell good. We see you got a stink on, and if he's a priest of the Lord, he gonna see your demons. They gonna be pouring out through your flesh. We can see it, look in your eyes, the way your face is contorted. We just know, oh, that's a grade A demon right there. We don't know if it's worth it, priest. That's what we'll do. But you're so sick, and you're conflicted and hypocritical in your mind. You say you don't need a man. Oh, when is a good man gonna come around in your life? Oh, these niggas ain't shit. Oh, when is somebody gonna save me? You're all over the place. You're all over the place. If only you would listen to this woman right here, China Monet. She gonna tell you everything you're doing wrong and what you need to do, and she condensed it into 4 simple things.
Keep some clothes on, leave them curious. That's why these niggas don't take you serious. What's your body count? Ho, I bet you shut up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you told the truth, I bet he never.
Must I go into the body count thing? Who up in here, man? Let's not do this. Let's not do this to the sisters, man. Y'all, look. A lot of brothers out here are weak. This is what China Monet is explaining. A lot of brothers are weak and they're very soft behind their women. And I get that. She all soft and tender, and she easily bruised and hurt. So you want to be soft with her. China Monet, but that woman, although you're soft with her, she's very hard on you. Very hard with you. She's generally manipulative, deceitful, and uncompassionate and uncaring about you and what you're going through. Now, what China Monet is saying, if only he knew what your body count was, I bet he would nut up. I bet he'd be masculine then. If only he knew all the men you slept with, he wouldn't put up with the things you make him go through. And that is the truth. That is the truth. If only a lot of these brothers knew how much of a whore their wife can be for the right man, the man she really liked, gave it up. And I know some record times. A lot of y'all going to have sex right after the club. So the club closed at 2. You get naked at 2:45. That's a 45-minute record. You're 45 minutes in. You gave your body up to a man. This man trying to take care of you and do all this for you, and you won't shut the hell up. You won't shut the fuck up. That's what you won't do. Why would he respect you? Even a weak man, if he knew that, he would have a new sense of masculinity in his body. Let me finish this song out.
All that whole shit, it ain't respect. Get your shit together, yeah, perfect. When them bills late, you gonna be crying to them niggas.
What did I just say? When them bills late, you gonna be crying to them niggas. There's a lot of hoes, whores, poor women who are loose on TikTok begging for cash every time they rent come up. I know when their rent is now, because when they go live, I'm like, oh, the rent must be due. It's first of the month already. Yeah, that's what's going on. You say you don't need a man, but every time you need money, that's who you go to. You should really understand who you need most. You should really understand who pays those bills, who saves you when you're down and out. Who's the one who's got your back? You know who a woman never calls when the car breaks down? Her girlfriends. Never calls her girlfriends. You know who she calls? Her daddy, her brothers, a mechanic, generally a man. You need men. I don't know where this whole you don't need men thing came from. What, because your oppressor told you now you can work a job that isn't just clerical? Y'all don't even like working in the damn factory. Women had to do that during, what was that, the suffrage? During World War II, because they drafted all the men into war to die. And they were like, well, somebody's got to run this damn factory. And then they put out propaganda to encourage you to take this job because they needed somebody to. That's not them respecting you. That's them using you. And now you think because somebody boosted your head up, you don't need men. A man boosted your head up to say you're power strong enough to lift up all this steel and these sledgehammers. You're an idiot, and you've been fooled, and I'm quite sick of it at this point. And this behavior that women are exhibiting is the reason why Black marriage rates are on a decline. I'm gonna pull that up statistically. I do want to finish this song, though. It's a beautiful song.
I find you a nigga, spend time with a nigga. When you get some money outside on a nigga, fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of his niggas.
And you know what she just described was, this is why women are mad, because China Monet is destroying your character. She's not destroying anything. She didn't say anything about your looks. She didn't say anything about is there a way I could? She didn't say anything about your anything about how your disabilities or something like that, something that's outside of your control. She just talked about your character and your behavior as a woman. You're over here going, as soon as you need money, you're gonna cry to a man. But if you got some money outside of that man, you would go have sex with all of his friends. That's the kind of character or lack thereof that black women have grown accustomed to and embrace. So like, all right, so all right.
You bitches kept
All right, that's really it. I think the hook gonna run one more time. You need to cook. You should take China Monet's advice. You need to know how to cook. You need to know how to clean, and you need to know how to actually learn how to have some relations with, have a healthy relationship with your man. A lot of you, not a lot of sisters, black women have, Israelite women, I believe, have a pretty good sex drive. So I won't say that. But some of y'all, because y'all are so selfish, and because y'all are so hateful and emotional, y'all will withhold sex from your man. So that's important too. You need to learn how to have that, regardless of your emotions. Check those emotions. You need to check that shit. Salakia. Because a lot of times y'all are emotional for something petty. You let everybody in the world roll all over you, steamroll all over you till you're flat as the pavement. But if your husband says or does anything that's slightly critical, now you got to retaliate. Okay, then. All right. But look, you can't. You're not a good woman if you're doing that. And then lastly, being you got to learn how to shut up. Not my words; those are hers. We're gonna keep it rolling. I'm gonna pull a precept. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 25 and verse 23. A wicked woman abateth the courage. Now the word abate means to like get away, shoo it away. So basically, this is saying a wicked woman discourages a man. And that's what you're seeing. Before I read these statistics, women are discouraging men from wanting to enter a true and meaningful relationship with you. If not for your mental illnesses, which I'm going to tell you something about a lot of y'all mental illnesses. Y'all like the fact that y'all are mentally ill. It's your clever excuse. Instead of trying your hardest to get right and get healthy, it's kind of like somebody who's it's like somebody on my 300-pound life or like that, or something like that. You're eating too much. You're eating too much. It's making you sick. It's going to kill you. It's going to hurt and affect everyone's lives around you. But okay, so you know what's going on, but you're not doing anything to fix that. You're not eating smaller portions. You're not trying to work out. You're not trying to do the research to actually fix the problem that you already understand in your life. Because after you're diagnosed, now you have the ability to become healthy. You know what's wrong with you. Oh, you got a low confidence. You got you're bipolar or something like that. Well, take your damn medicine and figure out what your triggers are, and figure out where this all starts mentally for you, so you can fix that problem before you ever worry about getting into a relationship. But no, you're gonna weaponize your mental illness to get out of jail, get out of relationship dog houses. You're gonna use your mental illness to say, why are you talking to me like that? You know I got depression. Did you take your medicine today? No. Okay, well then you don't even care about your depression. Why should I? Oh no, it's just a clever weaponization I'm not. This is something that not all women do. But I am saying this to everybody in general. If you have something going on wrong with you, you should do what you need to do to help yourself be better. It's like somebody with a heart condition, make it, every time they get, oh man, why you got me working this hard? I got a heart condition. Did you take your nitro pills? No. Well, damn, you don't even care you got a heart condition. Well, I'm supposed to just baby you now? Yeah, put Paul in a chair forever because he's got a heart condition. But pay him regular. Pay him more than regular. That's what women have become now today, man. They want to use the fact that they're black. Oh, black women had to suffer so much in this country. Black men did too. Yeah, but we had to suffer more because we suffered a lot of our abuse from y'all. So, you're always trying to weaponize the things that you say are going wrong without trying to fix them. And that just means that you're not really wanting to fix the problem. You just want to use it as a convenient excuse. Let me get these marriage statistics, right? This is blackdemographics.com. They compile black statistics from censuses like the US Census and blah, 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 blah. Things like that. Let's get it. These are going to be the marriage statistics. I think this was updated last year, right? So this is black marriage in America. Over the last few decades, marriage has been a declining institution among all Americans. So across the board, everybody's been getting married less. Of course, you have a plethora of reasons for that, but generally, I'm going to show you who's getting married the least. All right. Over the last few decades, marriage has been a declining institution among all Americans, and this decline is even more evident in the black community. In 2020, so this is just 4 years ago, only 30% of African Americans were married compared to 48% of all Americans. So that means 48%, if we lump everybody together, 48% of the entire US population was getting married. But just 30% of African Americans were getting married. Let's continue. Half or 50% of African Americans have never been married compared to 34% of all Americans. So you can see the disparity there. 48% of all, 50%, wait a minute. Yeah, 34. So just 34%, though, if we just saying if they've ever been married or ever gotten married, we would say just 34% of Americans have never, ever been married. That's including everybody. So these are your cat ladies. These are your sex workers, probably. People like that. People who are just, the hills have eyes type people. Things like that, I suppose. I don't know. Right? But 50% of black people never get married in this country. That means half. That means you can look at you could go into a room and just cut it in half and say, if it's just black people, and say, I know this half of y'all ain't getting married. That's what the stats say. You know what I mean? We're going to keep reading. After viewing the available data, we can see that although fewer black women are now married, more black women than black men have been married at least once. This is a higher percentage of black women. This is because a higher percentage of black women are divorced and widowed than men. So this just means that black women get married more than black men, and that's something I want you to pay attention to. Black women do get married more than black men, and I may explain why. This is because a higher percentage of black women are divorced and widowed than men. So, that just means they lost their husband. And that means they're considered have been married. Also in 2020, just under half or 48% of black women had never been married, which is up from the 44% in 2008 and 27.7% in 2005. So it's it's not exponentially growing, but less and less women want to get married. Now, this is a trend you want to pay attention to. If not for baby mamas, I'd say the population will reflect in this statistic. But this is a sign of the culture. This is the reflection of black culture. This statistic is showing you that we are not making it important to get married, but we are making it very important to have all sorts of illicit, sex and sell pictures of your naked body on the internet. And is this the kind of culture you want to communicate to the children? Communicate to the future generation? I would have you not. All right, marriage statistics by race. All right, I want to get to the ones by sex. Those are basically, that graph just says what I just read. Skipping past this, that's about interracial marriage percentage wise, right? Now, this percent does not reflect, well, I will read this. So we know that black women get married more than black men. Black men get married at a rate of about 54%. So, or don't get married, never get married ever, at like 54% of the population. 53% of black men never get married. And then 48% of black women never get married. So black women marry more than black men. Now that's important because you have to think about population. There are more black women than black men. And to say that the percentage is even higher still for black women means that a ton more black women are marrying than black men. But who are they marrying? This is the stats on interracial. This is the percentage on interracial relationships. This says that 85% of black men marry, black women. And then 93% of black women have a black husband. Now, what this stat does not reflect is number to number population. This is just we're just grading it percentage wise. Now, I would like to believe, I can't say this is true, but based off of how black women treat black men, either these black men are getting into relationships where they're a woman or a simp. Let's use the word simp. Or they're just getting out going to get them a Becky. But most of these brothers, I would argue, even with these stats being so close and the disparities between black women's population and black men's population, that it's the same thing. We're swirling at the same rate, which is low still, which I admire or commend. But I would have that number be 100%. Have some more Hispanic up in there. Need some more Hispanic in there, down there too. All right, so there was evidence of an increase of black men marrying out of their racial demographic between 2010 and 2017. However, that percent has remained steady since. In fact, the PEW Research Center released a report finding that 25% of black male newlyweds in 2013 married non-black women compared to 12% who married out. However, Asian women and Native Americans still have higher rates of interracial marriage. Yeah, that's something too. That's an epidemic. Native Americans love to date Beckys. Asians, of course, that's a strategy they have. But Native Americans, that doesn't make no sense to me. And Native Americans hate black people, or not in general, but they'll hate black people. Won't like them when they marry in a lot of the time on the res out here. But they'll love a poor podunk white boy. Won't say nothing about some white boy gonna come to the res, leave her a baby daddy, and skip town. I don't hear a bad word about him. But if a brother come in and he just not working hard enough, don't got a good enough job, you have everything bad to say about him. I don't respect that. I don't respect that. And that goes into my lesson last week about how black let me see here about how white women love, or white black men, damn it, black women love and treat white men better. So do you native sisters. Y'all treat them white boys like gods. Walk, let them walk like I said, steamroll all over you, make you get flat like a pancake. Bow down and serve that white boy. He don't gotta be rich. He don't gotta be anything. This swirling bit. I got a little swirler coming up. She's ecstatic to talk about and express how happy she is to be with a white woman. But you know what I never see? This is a whole culture too. I didn't even know it was a little culture on YouTube. I googled. I looked up one thing on YouTube. I said black woman swirling. I did that last week. Now my damn front page of YouTube is all jammed up with all these black women on their terrible takes on why you should date outside of your race. I don't see that much. I haven't seen that from black men since the passport bros, and they received damn near they wanted to kill the passport bros. Were celebrating when they were dying in Colombia. Black men never celebrate when these white boys kill you. Never, ever. But y'all are celebrating when a man who's tired of your loud mouth goes over and tries to find him a sweet, sweet Latina. You are a hater. You hate your men so thoroughly that you hate him even when he gives up, which is a story I'll tell you right now. There's a woman I know that she dated black men. She dated black men. She was a virgin. She was a virgin in her 30s. She dated black men with her loud mouth. She'd chase them off, and sometimes I'd catch her talking about it. And she would say, yeah, Barack, why, I was younger, I was in the world then. Why didn't he fight harder for me? Why didn't he fight harder for me? And in my mind, I always thought, I was like, why does he have to fight this hard? Why does he have to fight you to have you? Why are you making it a battle? Huh? Does that make sense to you, black women, that you have to make every interaction with your companion a difficult one? One where you have to try to test his masculinity at every go? That's all I'm saying. Let's just think about it for a second. But then soon as the black boys don't work out, you want to go and get you a white boy, which is what she did. That's what she did. She tried to test the manhood of these black men. They would rather punch drywall alone than to deal with her because of her terrible attitude. She just wouldn't do the shut up part of cooking, cleaning, having relationships, and shutting up, which is very important. That shutting up part. And she went and got her a white boy and just felt so much happier. And that is a slave, ladies and gentlemen. That is a slave in the 2000s, all the way here. Slavery is real, and it is never left. Mani, yes, I am an Israelite. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat. Yeah. So that's what we're getting into. Let me finish. Let me read some more of these statistics. Oh no, let me get that swirling lady. I know y'all love this. This is great. She wrote a book. She wrote the book on how to swirl. Don't y'all? I'm gonna tell y'all something. Ooh, God, what the? This shit make me sick.
What race of men is most likely to approach you, or who you've had experiences with since we've started having these conversations? I gave the choice of white, Hispanic, Middle Eastern, and Asian, and Native American. The results may shock you. They do not shock me. But the results may shock you. That 70%.
Why do you think they don't shock her? Why do you think they don't shock her? Because that's what she looks for anyways. She knows the answer because that's the answer she wants. And that's what a lot of you sisters want. Y'all aren't looking for a man to get underneath and obey. Not a brother. Y'all want to find a stack of money to get underneath and obey, or or a or a white man. And that's why I think that's why I actually like hood sisters. Sisters in the ghetto, that's all I go find a woman. Cause she thinks I'm broke. And if she talk to me, it ain't about money. It's probably about looks though. But that's something you gotta appreciate. You gotta appreciate a woman who is looking at you not like a pile of cash, but is looking at you like a human being, more of a human being. And this woman right here that I'm gonna let her continue talking, she don't look at black men like the only human being who should matter. Like black people ain't even up on the damn votes. Black people ain't spitting. Hey, this is absurd. But of course, white men can obviously rate higher on this. I believe it's a wait. No, the poll says she worded it wrong. She said this poll says for an upcoming video, I have some questions. Which race of men do you find it easiest to interracially date? So she just lied. This is what women say they want to date, which proves my damn point. This is a black woman getting the voice of women. This is the truth. This is what y'all prefer. Y'all just like Johnny come lately, not Johnny come lately, but little Brandons and Bobbies. Y'all don't want a strong black man. Y'all don't want to. It's all that color purple got your mind jammed up, man. And that's a damn shame because all a black man wants is a black woman. But you make it hard. He got to fight his whole life. Ain't that what Oprah said? I've been fighting my whole life. Now y'all making black men have to fight their whole life. It's sick, just sick behavior. That goes to that mental illness I was talking about earlier. Let's get what this sister has to say.
Of 1,000 people.
Let me get how she worded this poll.
Shock you. Native American, Hispanic. I gave the choice of white first likely to approach you or who you've had experience.
Notice how she's wording it. This is so sinister. It spun my mind until I just read that
whole question on my YouTube community page. And I asked the question, what race of men is most likely to approach you or who you've had experiences with since we've started having these conversations?
That is not what the poll said. It didn't say anything about being approached. What race of men will approach you, or what men you want to, what ones you think. What's that last thing she said? Hold up, let me not misquote her.
What race of men is most likely to approach you or who you've had experiences with?
And it didn't say a damn thing about who they've had experiences with. This is a projection. This is what that poll said was something, what they think, who they think it's easiest to be with. Let me skip right to it. She don't got to talk. For an upcoming video, I have some questions. Which race of men do you find it easiest to interracially date? That's open-ended. This doesn't mean these are real life tested results. This is just what you imagine. East Indian. Good night. Oh my God. All right. Well, look. Who voted East Indian, man? Y'all are going out of pocket. I'm gonna need black women to get back in pocket.
1,000 people who voted on that poll said it was white men. And that's really interesting. And I have a confession to make, you guys. I have to be honest with you. I do have a confession to make. When I wrote the book Swirling, How to Date, Mate, and Relate, Mixing Race, Culture, and Creed, I said...
I'm sorry. I just had to take a moment. This shit is disgusting.
You need to date everybody. Expand your options.
Okay, all right. Ooh, shit. That's what That's what I need. That is what I need. Where is that at? She said you need to date everybody. Date everybody. I'm gonna get y'all a couple precepts on dating.
It's a numbers game. Okay, ladies, black women, we know what the issues are. We know we outnumber black men by the millions. We know we have a specific group of relationship challenges that cause us to have to make certain decisions about relationships. So expanding your options just makes common sense. But we never really talked about what group of men is the most.
This sister just said it's a numbers game. I'm gonna show you a numbers game. I'm gonna show you a numbers game right now. Show you. I'm gonna show you the kind of I'm gonna show you the kind of woman that the Bible says plays these numbers games. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 26, verse 12. Okay, she will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he hath found a fountain. This is talking about a woman, a nasty, diabolical daughter who doesn't listen to her fathers and pay attention to what her family has suffered. This is what this is talking about. Salakia. And drink of every water near her. By every hedge will she sit down. This is of course metaphorical, right? But think about what women do when they open their mouth. I'm not talking about kissing. And this is talking about the numbers game. She's gonna open her mouth up as a thirsty traveler. She's gonna sit down. Excuse me. By every hedge will she sit down. That is what you're doing. As soon as that hedge gives you a little bit of shade, unless you relax out of the sun, and it doesn't matter if it's for a moment, but it's a bit of relief. It's a bit of relief. And that's what you women do. You don't care what the hedge look like, what the hedge background is, or anything like that. Salakia. But and open her quiver against every arrow. That is what this numbers game is. That's what dating everybody translates to. How to swirl. I'm gonna tell you what swirling has gotten this woman. No husband. Let me pull her face up real quick so y'all can see her. Let me just get her right for you. She's not married. You gonna take her advice? She is single, but she's having fun. You're gonna take her advice on relationships? What is a relationship to a woman? A monogamy for 6 months, and then he leaves you because he's bored, or you leave him because you're bored? What is the point of even faking these relationships if you're not trying to get married? 50% of black people don't want to get married or will never get married. Not that they don't want to. They will never get married. This is why. You black women are what's the word I want to use? Oh man. They don't love black men. They're uncompliant. They don't want to be cooperative with a black man. So they go out and they'd sooner, they'd love to do it with a white man. Look how soft this sister sounds, talking about white men and any other nationality but black men. Look how soft she's portraying herself. Not hard, very feminine, she look at her hair. She did her hair and all of that. Naturally, of course, I hate. And then she gave it up to an oppressor. Black women, I tell a black woman, change your clothes. I gotta get into an argument. I tell a black woman, you should do something with your hair. Do that. It becomes now I gotta hear about it for a week of discussion. I know what these Hispanic brothers got to get into. I seen a TikTok of a Hispanic man. Damn, I should have brought it up. He was complaining to his wife about portion sizes in his lunch. He works in a construction or something like that, blue collar. And he's like, yeah, don't ever complain about portion sizes, I guess, because your next lunch is going to look like this. And he holds up a little bitty container of baby lettuce. you know, it seems cute, haha, on TikTok, but there's something really wrong with that woman. You can't take any amount of criticism, anything to try to be damn. It's the lunch you're making for him. He can't tell you how to make it the best way for him. No, you got to even making his lunches about you. Yeah, that is a entirely different level of selfishness that I will never understand. But I know this: if that was a white man, there wouldn't be a TikTok video. There wouldn't. Hold up. Let me get my angles wrong. Hold up. Let me get my angles wrong. Okay, all right. Cut this lady out. She's done. That's cooked. All right, we got a little bit more, man. We got a little bit more. And we'll go back to the black statistics. We'll get off that interracial business. And then I'm gonna get into the history of black marriage. That ain't right. All right, let's get it. My bad, y'all. Every time I'm fooling around with this damn UI. All right, so this is the history of black marriage. In 2012, the U.S. Census Bureau released a report that studied the history of marriage in the United States. They discovered some startling statistics when calculating marriage by race. They found that African Americans aged 35 and older were more likely to be married than white Americans from 1890 until sometime around the 1960s. Okay. Not only did they swap places during the 60s, but in 1980, the number of never married African Americans began a staggering climb from about 10% to more than 25% by 2010. Excuse me. While the percent for white women remained under 10% and just over 10% for white men. The first two charts below are charts included in the report. Only the headings have been altered by blackdemographics.com to outline these findings. So, of course, I'm going to read this chart to you. I'm going to show it to you right here. I need a mouse. Okay, black women more likely to be married than white women until 1970s. And now you can see this is right here. This is showing the percentage of women who are never married in black women versus white women. So, it was about 5% of black women that were never married in the United States since the invention of the wedding certificate or marriage certificate. And it's right above 5%. It's always floating there. It goes up a little bit in the 40s, but comes right back down. And then it just starts to climb up, and starting from the 50s to the 60s. And black women are overtaken in those 70s. Now, let's remember what's going on in the 60s and 70s. You've got civil rights, where Martin Luther King is trying to teach y'all to... Who can see my face? This is why I be fiddling with this stuff so much. Where Martin Luther King is trying to teach y'all to, we need to love and persevere through the hatred and get down. And I love white women. So, your black woman start to leave you. She started to grow animosity, all that, the poverty, blah, blah, blah. Even though we were poor and barely making it from 1890 all the way to 1950. Let me get that right back. All right, now I'm gonna show you black men. Okay, the percentage. All right, so the third chart illustrates how closely the marriage graph. Wait a minute, no, this ain't it. Where's the black men? Okay, black men more likely to be married than white men. This is this is now. Wait. Oh yeah, no, this is right. So again, this chart reflects the percentage of red being black men, white being or blue being white men. This chart reflects the percentage of people who will never be married who never married in these years. So it was right above 5%. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know what happened in the 40s. I gotta look whatever happened up in the 40s where they didn't want to get married. Maybe some great genocides, some flooding of towns or something. But we're going and of course black men are getting more married and staying married longer until death more than white men until those 50s and 60s. And then it just skyrockets from the 80s. Skyrockets. And now, now we're here where soon enough no woman will want to get married at all. Yeah, that's the truth. That's where we're going with this one. No black woman is gonna want to get married. She's gonna want to start her OnlyFans and go to college and want to become. I don't fucking know, bro. I don't know what these women want. I have no idea what they want. You could ask them on the same question on 20 different days and you'll get a different answer each time. But I know what they don't want. They don't want a black man. Not for marriage. No, they don't. They want something. They want money. You know what I'm saying? They want money. They don't want a man. All right? They want some bread. Don't believe me? Let's see if I can't show you.
Come clean my boyfriend's apartment with me, part 2. Last time I made this video, a lot of people were upset. So I just wanted to preface a few things. First off, I don't
ever go to some man's house and clean up. That is super de-duper pick me shit. Okay? That is disgusting. If you ever do that, slap yourself. Okay? Don't go to some man's house and start cleaning. You ain't nobody's grandma. Stop. Okay, clean your own house or start a cleaning business and get paid or something. But definitely don't do that. That is the most ratchetest thing you can do. Don't do that. Please stop. If I were a man.
Yeah, brothers and sisters, do y'all want to get married? Type it in the chat. I want to know. Y'all want to get married? I want to get married. I'm probably gonna get married a few more times before I hang it up. You're gonna wanna find you a man or a woman out there. Find you a good one above all. You're gonna want to find you a good man. Find you a good man, not like these women in these comments. Let's read a few of these comments. I could never. I hate cleaning mines. Red flag. She's got the most likes at 7,394. She got a high amount of likes. I won't say the most. Let me read a woman with even more likes. I dated a guy who asked why I didn't clean his house. I said, shit, you come clean mine. All the girls love that. They like that comment. You know, this is where, relationships are going. Eventually there won't be many, more. Holy shit. What? Look, man, imagine going and working real hard to try to fix, the the community and fix yourself up and clean up your life and all that, and you try to find a woman and all she want to do is destroy the community, destroy her life and yours, brother. Christ got to come back. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm just holding it down at this point. I'm just holding it down because this is going crazy. But if you do want to get married, I'm going to show you how. You brothers, we teach you every day. If you want to get married, you need to come into the ISUPK on the command joint, to get in all black. We're going to show you how to get you a shorty. If you don't already know how to, probably not. But if you do, I'll personally give you a crash course. I'll help you out. You know what I mean? But if you're a woman and you want to get married, well, this is what you'll need to do. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 26, verse 1. Blessed is a man that have a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be double. You need to be a virtuous wife. You need to learn how to cook, do the basics. All these a virtue, you know what a virtue is? Let me read the definition of virtue. Let me not do it wrong. A virtue is like a redeeming quality, a skill. It's like something you have. Virtue, behavior showing high moral standards. Let me get this right. Goodness, virtuousness, righteousness. All right, here it is. A good or useful quality of a thing. That's what a virtue is. Something you get, this usefulness. I love a useful wife. That's what you need to be. If you need to find out more, you need to also contact the ISUPK and the Commander John Yana, and we'll read you, explain to you how to be a good wife, what kind of man you want to find, and how to be a good wife to him. That's the only way you'll ever get married. You can get married besides that, but it's unrecommended. It's very unrecommended. You'll be bitter. You'll be upset. You'll be upset in a day, and you'll wish you could throw that man away. But here we don't get divorced, and here we don't let. There is no woman's getting passed around in here. This ain't your Christian church. You know what I mean? This ain't the streets that you're used to. All right. Verse 2. A virtuous woman rejoiceth her husband. A virtuous woman, she's excited about her husband. She love her man. What they say, my man, that business. That's what a virtuous woman is like. One with some skills. She like to bring stuff back to her husband. She like to be happy that he's home. Be happy to show him, yeah, this is what I did today. Just to see his reaction, just to get the little pat on the head and be like, that's a good job, baby. That's what she's excited about. She's not excited about, when am I going to get the new Birkin bag? What's up with the new Chanel? That's a woman without virtue. That's a bum you're married to. If that's your wife, brother, you're married to a bum. But you want to be a virtuous woman if you want to get married. Sisters out there. All right. And shall fulfill the years of his life in peace. That just means she's going to shut up. All right, generally speaking, that's how you give a man peace oftentimes. You just shut up, listen to his stories, work on improving his purpose, work on improving his life. You married to a carpenter. If he asks you to pass you a hammer, you're going to be like, oh, you know what? Baby, you're forgetting your hammer. You're like, oh, thank you. Or whatever. That's just a metaphor for you're here to help him. You're here to assist. And God, you ain't going to go build the damn house, but you're going to help him build one. You're going to put down, you're going to be like, we could incorporate this. We could do, you there to give ideas sometimes, if that's what you can do. If you have good ideas, you're there to be an asset. You have good qualities that can aid that man in whatever you're doing. Is he a priest? Maybe you need to go make some bread and bring it to the house. Maybe that's what your husband needs you to do. Is he I don't know, man. Whatever your husband needs of you, make sure you're useful to him. whatever that is. There is no. This isn't. This isn't. This is why life exists. So you can pick a man that you want to get under. That you can rejoice about your husband. You picked him. You're happy to be there, stay with him in a system, not be a lazy bum and kick your feet up. A lot of you sisters just want to get. That's why y'all want a man with money. That sprinkle girl with the exaggerated lips. I don't know why she. I don't know. That's the demon coming out. I don't know why she always look crazy with that makeup on. But she just wants a man with money so she can be a lazy bum and then get on the internet and somehow generate more money by telling women to get a man with money. Yeah, that might we're gonna have to wrap it up. This internet signal is going out. This will be the last verse. A good wife is a good portion, which shall be given in the portion of them that fear the Lord. So this is just saying, as a man, you're gonna have to clean your life up. Before you get a good wife, you're gonna have to get right, do the right thing. You're gonna have to fear the Lord. You know what that means? You're gonna have to follow the law. Bet y'all didn't think I'd loop that around. You have to follow the laws of God, both men and women. If you want to get a good man, you want to be the portion of a good man. That's how you know if you're a good woman. If you married to a good man, you married to some dude who don't want to take care of you, maybe you gotta have to do some reflect on the inside. Where did I go wrong? Did I want to jump his bones too fast? If you married to some terrible, terrible hoe, yeah, brother, I'd ask you to reflect upon yourself. Say, where did I go wrong? Generally, it's that you wanted to jump her bones too fast. But with that, this is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. All new brothers and sisters, if you want to join the school, you need to contact the school. The time is up. The jig is up. Everybody knows about Israelites. Now we just making power moves. You want to be a part of it, or you want to be on the sideline all your life. With that, shalom.